Aristotle said, if you cannot be a good follower, you cannot be a good leader. Hi everyone, good day, and welcome to the third in the series of 30 lessons I learned before age 30. And today I'm going to be talking about a very interesting topic. Leadership begins with followership. It's kind of a serious topic to me, but before that, last week we spoke about friends and relationship, and personally I went back to listen to that podcast more than 2 times because it was speaking to me. I think this is not just left, should not be left only to Gen Zs. It should be applicable to everyone regardless of your age group. The first course that you need to take in the school of leadership is the course of followership. Aristotle said, if you cannot be a good follower, you cannot be a good leader. Apostle Joshua Selman also said, he will not trust any leader that has not gotten his own scars. And we can also put it in this way. There is no general. No one gets the position of a general without being on the battlefield. One of my favorite quotes is that a ship was built on the harbor, but that's not the purpose of ships. A ship is safe on the harbor, but that's not what a ship is built for. A ship was not built to just be on the harbor. So today, now the question beckons: leadership. Everyone really wants to become a leader, actually, and it's a very noble cause, especially in this generation, and also because there's a lot of perks that comes with leadership. You get influence at a massive scale, you get rewards, you get recognition, you are on the limelight, you are in the spotlight. But the question is, how much of responsibility do you think leadership entails? And this is one of the lessons I'm happy to learn at age 30. One of my favorite preachers is Bishop David Abioye, and all records shows that he is an ardent follower. He started his career, his life, his ministry by following. He ended the phase of his career, his life, his ministry by following. I'll tell you, following is not easy, but there are a lot of benefits, a whole lot of benefits to following, a whole lot of benefits. I'm happy I learned this much when I was young. I think the earliest I could remember about my followership journey was when I was a teenager in my church, Winners Chapel in Lagos. I started as a teens protocol. I was a protocol member and I was just learning. We had an amazing leader. We call her our mother, Mommy Shade. Shout out to her if she eventually gets to see this video. She was literally like a mother hen. She took all of us as a mother. I had great dreams for the future because of her. Like, she never looks down on you. She knew my background and everything, and she still takes you and says, don't worry, I'm your mom. We will get there. Like, she did everything. But I think I'm going back to the subject of relationships because I can't get over that topic of relationships. I just keep thinking about how much my life has evolved because of relationships. But back to the subject of followership, that was where I started to learn. They started giving minor tasks, they started giving minor leadership roles, and from there I started becoming more encouraged about being a leader, right? It's been a journey. From there, I joined the technical unit in Lagos. No, I think I joined the technical unit when I moved to in Lagos. Yes, it was in Lagos, and I was in the technical unit in Abuja. I was in the technical unit everywhere I went until I became an IT guy and all of those things. But what am I trying to bring? The the easiest way for you to practicalize leadership is in the church. When you are serving in church, when you are volunteering in church, let's just put it this way: it does not have a lot of repercussions, especially in the lower cycles. Although there are massive things that you make a word, it goes viral, almost has a ripple effect and everything. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you are starting now. And I think that's one of the things that helped me. Service helped me to learn leadership. Followership helped me to learn leadership. I don't think I actually did become a leader until maybe when I got to my third year or fourth year in the university. So from my teenage age till when I got to my third year in the university, I think that's like 7 years difference, or 8 years. So I spent 8 years learning followership before real leadership was handed to my hand, and that was being the technical director of my alma mater, University of Ado-Ekiti Winners Campus Fellowship. And the little I had learned as a leader, although I made a lot of mistakes, and again, most of these are pardonable because they are low visibility. These are skills that will now help you when you get to the boardroom. You don't jump into the boardroom. You don't go do an MBA and say, I'm ready for the boardroom. No, you have to learn followership. If you don't learn followership, I'm sorry to say, you will, not you may, you will not be a good leader. You are going to be a very terrible leader. The people under you will be complaining every second. And that's just the truth. So now this is for my Gen Zs, people who are less than 30. Learn followership now. There is a lot of opportunities for you to learn followership. I'm happy I did. I'm very happy I did. Today I have tasted a couple of leadership positions, both in church and now in the corporate space. And I'm thankful I learned all I did. I've had mentors, leadership mentors. It was even a leadership mentor that encouraged me to start this podcast. I've had leadership mentors in my journey. They saw me as an ardent follower. I'm not someone that just wants the recognition. No, I just want to serve. I want to serve. I want to learn. I want to add value. If you go into service, into leadership that way, thinking about how you can add value, you are going to be an amazing leader. And as I'm telling you, there's a lot of opportunities ahead of you. So I spent 7 years learning followership. Well, I wouldn't even say I was consciously learning followership or learning leadership. I just wanted to serve. And that's what I want to tell you today. That's what I want to put in your mind today. Look for somewhere to serve. You will be influential in the corporate space someday. No doubt about that. But if you don't learn it, or if you are beginning to learn leadership when you get to the corporate space, it may be too late. Your journey may be delayed. I know a lot of blunders I committed in the non-profit front, that when I got to the corporate space, I already had an idea about the psychology of people. When I started reading books of leadership, it now started making sense why certain people reacted when I took certain decisions. And we cannot, it's just, it's perfect. It's like God has put the journey of your life in steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Don't jump to step 5. Start with step 1. Serve, follow. As I am still following. I'm glad I have had the opportunity to touch a couple of leadership positions. I'm grateful, but I am still serving, because that service mindset, that followership mindset, it has not left me. And I am grateful to God for that. I am grateful to God that I have been able to add that to the list of things, to the task list of things I have to do every day. And who are you serving today? And who are you helping today? Because leadership is help. Your leaders need help. Be creative. Look for where you can help them. Look for how you can support them. This is the only way you will be able to learn close up. Give minor ideas to your leaders. If they ask you for your opinion, don't say, oh, I don't have an opinion. No. Give ideas. One of those days, your ideas is going to be implemented. You will see how it was implemented. If it works fine, then you add it to your list of to-dos. If it doesn't work fine, you trash it. Or maybe it's not the perfect in that situation. All I'm just saying today, leadership begins with followership. It's good to aim for the top, but learn who you want to model. Learn who you want to follow. Learn who you want to imitate. I'm leaving these words with you, and I'm trying to let you know that I have seen it work in my life. I have grown, and I'm grateful to God I have grown. I read the book 360 Degree Leader by John Maxwell as far back as I think 20 years ago or 15 years ago or something. It helped me, right? It helped me to be able to help my leaders. It helped me to develop leadership capabilities. It will help you too. Look for books. You cannot just jump and say, oh, I want to become a husband. You don't learn leadership. You don't learn followership. You want to become a husband. Do you think it's that easy? You don't learn leadership. You don't learn followership. You want to train your children. You want to become a wife that is able to manage a home, manage your husband, like my wife manages me, manage your in-laws, manage the society at large, because whatever we are doing, we are contributing one way or the other to it. I have a lot of things to say, but I made a commitment to make these videos short. So I'm sure there will be something else in the future that will make us touch on this. But today's focus is on followership and service. Make a decision today. Whenever you are watching this video, go to your church, go to your religious group, offer to serve. Leadership is about leading people, not leading things. If you don't learn about people and you become a leader, oh my God, it's a disaster waiting to happen. So, thank you for coming to my podcast again today. I hope this was not too long. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm now getting more comfortable with my camera. So thank you for staying this long till the end, and see you in the next podcast. Have a great morning. My time. Bye.